And today we also have Dr. K. Dr. K supposed to be my lovely husband. In our last video, we talked about ways through which you could secure jobs, medical and non-medical jobs. I did not mention him as my husband because I was trying to be very professional, and then some people almost told me. So today, I am introducing him. Okay, this is Dr. K. Do you know that those who are qualified hardly get the job? Rather, individuals who demonstrate to be qualified are the ones who get the job. Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Toyin Olukorede, an early years educator, a life coach, and also a chef. In this channel, we give people willing to relocate the right information and also teach them how to enjoy themselves when they finally move. We also showcase African delicacies. So if today is your first time on this channel, you are welcome and thank you for watching.
Hi everyone, good to have you again today. So in our last video, we discussed about things you should do before moving abroad in terms of getting jobs. We talked about the exams, certain exams you need to write. We talked about license that you need to secure, and then we kind of brushed on a general basis things you need to do before moving abroad. Today, we are going to show you proven tips that will secure that job of your dream. These are tested, these are trusted, this has been working for people, and we can assure you that if you use these tips, you wouldn't have to wait to secure that job any longer. Let's get started. Number one, never apply for a job without reading the job description. What do I mean? Every advert has a section where they talk about the job duties, the job role, and some of them might have where they talk about the person's specification. So what do they talk about here? They're talking about the kind of person they want. Okay, they will list qualifications that you may have. Some of them will call it desirable. Some of them will call it, the basic or essential, qualifications. Now they will list everything, and they are not just degrees. So you may see things like they need you to know how to drive. Okay, you may see things like they need a flexible person who is ready to shuttle between different sites. You will see all these things in the job role. When you read this is what you need to do. When you apply, pick out those keywords, those key things in the job description, and then relate it to yourself. You understand? I'll give you an example now. If you read the job role and it says they need someone that knows how to drive, they need someone who is very flexible and ready to shuttle between sites. Okay, when you're talking about yourself, I have a license and I've been driving for so years. In my last job, many times when people were off sick, I had to cover for them. And then times where we needed to, go for other commitments elsewhere, I was able to shuttle between those sites because I was quite flexible. You're picking it. Now, the reason is not just because you need to showcase that you have this. This is the major reason. Recruiters have many applications to attend to. Many people apply, okay, in their hundreds, in their thousands. They don't have the time to read through everything. So this is what they do. There's a software called Application Word System Tracker. They take all these applications, subject them to this software, put in the keywords, and the software goes to each application and looks for the one that has the highest number of these keywords. And then whichever one has the highest number gets shortlisted. So that is it. So if you have not read the roles to see these keywords and applied it in your own application, that is it. You will score very low and you will not be shortlisted. It's a no-brainer. This happens every time. I see it every time because I've been opportune to sit with some of these recruiters and I see how they do it. Okay. And they almost always subject applications to this software and it just filters out applications. You don't want to be filtered out. So you need to read out those job descriptions and then relate it to yourself.
Secondly, ensure you have an active profile on this job website. And this is because many of these agents and employers go to this website to search for prospective employees. In most cases, these recruiters and agents go through these profiles, and if you are the kind of person they want for that role, they contact you immediately and can even arrange virtual interview with you. And if you are successful, you could be given the job.
Yeah, even without them seeing you, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it's a common thing here. It happens every time. Remember the first job you got?
Yes. Yeah. So now I don't know my boss.
Never met. I mean, so even without seeing you, once you submit your documents, I mean, they know who you are. Yeah. So suffice to say that it's good to have, a rich profile on this website, and you need to have a sellable CV.
Yes.
Sellable CV very presentable. So in your headings, different headings in your CV, one of the things you need to ensure is that they come in different italics. So the heading or the introduction, okay, the italics are different from the body of what you write. You need to download apps that check for spelling errors and typographical errors in your
Very
CV.
important,
You don't want
yeah.
to have that. Okay? That can knock your CV out. And I'll tell you something that you need to do for your CVs. When you're talking about yourself, talking about achievements and everything, they want to check if you're a self-centered person, because teamwork is a big thing here. So you should be using things like we did this, we achieved this,
Yes.
we set up a system or a template that did this, instead of using I. You understand? So if you use too much of I, it shows that you're a self-centered person. You're probably not a good team worker.
Yeah.
They look at all these things. All right. Now, this is the thing about CV. Never have a CV submitted without having a link to your profile on the job website. This is what we mean. If you're on LinkedIn, for instance, or you're Indeed with a job website, on your CV, have a link or a URL that can take the recruiter to your profile. Okay, so what you're doing is you're giving them additional information about yourself. They see that you're an active person, you're posting high quality technical things, and then it just boosts you. However, this is the caveat. You have to ensure that your activity on those websites, your profile, it's a good one. Okay, you're posting good stuff. If you don't have a very rich profile, then you don't want to reduce your chances by linking them there. Okay, so have a link and a URL of your profiles on your CV. So after they finish looking at your CV, it can carry them further to your profile, and then
Additionally, to social media lovers, you have to be very careful with the kind of posts you make on social media, because these recruiters go back to check before they offer you the job. They go to your Facebook. If you're on Facebook, they check the kind of things you post. You want to be sure that you're a responsible person, so you have to be very, very careful.
You do have to be careful. Recently, someone got a government job, and part of the pre-employment checks was send your social media handles.
Yes.
And you can imagine if the person had a very dodgy, history on social media, this would have just knocked her totally from the job. So you need to be careful about it. The fourth point is you need to plan. You need to give yourself time to know the kind of job you want. Now, why do you want to know this? You need to know the kind of person they want. For example, most of them want you to have some courses. Okay, most of them want you to have some sort of experience. I mean, there are courses you need to do without going through, like attending a physical class. You can do a 6-week course. You can do a 4-month. You can do a 2-day course. You can do it doesn't have to be a very lengthy course. So if you give yourself time, you know the kind of job you want, and you're looking forward to having the advert, you can take some of these courses. Additionally, some of them want some kind of experience. I give you an example. Some of these caregiver jobs want you to have some hospital experience, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think if you have plans to come to the UK as a care worker or a social worker, I would advise that you go to any hospital around you and then just volunteer to work there, even if it's just for a week. Just volunteer to work as a care as a hospital assistant. Is that what they call them? Just work there, so you could be given that certificate that you worked in a hospital setting before. When you come here, it's going to be very easy for you, and then you can actually use that to apply for administrative jobs in the NHS, because NHS is not just for medical doctors and nurses. You can a non-medical personnel can actually work with NHS as an administrative worker,
clerical and all that.
Yes. So if you have that certificate, that's what I was giving to you from any hospital back home. It will help you a lot.
That's it, guys. Now let's recap. Number 1, never apply for a job without reading the job description, identifying keywords and using them or the synonyms to describe yourself.
Number 2, ensure you have an active profile on job sites, a sellable CV, and very importantly, ensure the link to your profile is on your CV. Number 3, be careful about what you post on social media, as this may serve as pre-employment conditions.
Number 4, there's nothing like a plan. Plan ahead for courses and work observership, because many recruiters regard this as having work experience.
Thank you guys for watching. We hope this has added value to you. Feel free to type in comment section other tips you found helpful so others can learn. You know what, guys? We've got a video coming up on excellent interview tips, so watch out. Watch out for that. Subscribe, like, and share so many can learn. And for now, have a good day.